back here again at the house. You've seen the inside. We're going to take a look at the outside. We're standing right now in the front, in the driveway by the front yard. So we're going to head back and take a look at the fields so you can get a feel for how far back it is. See, we got this transformer right here in the middle. That's kind of the property line, the limiter here between us and the neighbors. This fenced up here is ours. Jim and I were here just 2 days ago. Fallen parts of the fence back up. See the dead grass is some of the fallen parts down. Sounds like Nick is out there now mowing. Neighbor, Dick McKenzie, we have hired to cut the grass for us. Cut back all these weeds. We have a lot of them. This is where like the backyard would end, and then we have this section, which is the sewage drain field, the septic drain field. You can tell by the walking that goes on. Let's go over here and take a look at the basketball court, because I think that's going to be a popular feature. And all fenced in. Power washing and some sealant to get the fences look a little better than last year. Here is the basketball court. Now it may not look terribly impressive, but it actually, that cement has no cracks in it we found. So when we clean all that up, power wash that, maybe paint it, make it look like a regular basketball court, we got ourselves a nice little setup. The poles are very strong, even the nets are good. So this will be a popular spot, I'm sure, for the youth, as well as some of us guys that don't realize we're no longer youth. You can actually see our property right here with the little signs that say keep off. That's one edge of our property. There's dark brown stuff here that doesn't look like grass. That's us. The requirement is that we have to be 20 feet away from the neighbor's property line. We're like 0 feet away over there and about 6 feet away over here. I think that now we're probably in compliance. Head up here. The one swampy spot in the whole place. Right on the other side of that. So I'm going to go that field over here. This section right here where the brown weeds are. It's kind of soggy up here. Yeah. Dead stuff. I don't know much about plants. I don't know if they're dead Phragmites. I don't think they're Phragmites. This is like one spot that's kind of soggy. You can see on the grass and our property, not the neighborhood there, but on that property. This boat is actually on our property. We said that's fine, you know, it's tough about that. Those pine trees, just this side of the pine trees, so they're like almost on the line. And so you can see where we're headed. Yes, those trees back there, about 50 feet beyond those is our property line.
I actually thought it was this hedgerow.
So all of this is ours as well.
Oh my word.
So as you can see, the price we paid for this place is phenomenal for all that we got out of the deal. Because this land alone, you know, if we ever decided to subdivide the land or something like that, we would need an easement.
Yep.
Which we've actually talked with Nick about. He's had some interest in perhaps buying some of the land back here, or maybe making a trade between some land for him to give us an easement. He had a 50-foot easement that would come back here, which would allow us. So we'll wait and see what we want to do with the property first.
Oh my word.
It's our property line. That's our property line. So that's where our property comes over.
Straight down.
Just on this side of the tree, so branches are actually hanging over our property. Which, again, we want to be good neighbors. We're not going to give anybody a hard time about anything.
No.
But that runs up along through here quite a ways, as you can see. I wonder how he decides the pattern he's going to cut in. I don't know, but we're going to be getting a surveying company out here. Because in order for us to move forward, land development, do anything with it, we first have to have the place surveyed, which is, it's good for us to have it. It's unfortunate that those aren't cheap,
No, they're not.
but we will at that point have property markers all the way along, so we'll be able to see more easily. And I'm sure some of them are going to be well back into some of this stuff, but that's okay. If you could, let's see, we might be able to see the fence in here. It's hard to see because of all the overgrowth. There's a fence that's about, at least from what Dick tells us, about 50 feet this side of our property line. It's back in there, so cut up in here, through here somewhere. It's one of those steel crisscross fences. It's hard to see.
I think I see part of it, but there's that aluminum.
Yeah, I know there's so many branches, it's hard to see. But needless to say, it goes back enough further. I mean, that it by itself, from where we're standing right now, back to that is not a bad little piece of land.
No.
But obviously another hedgerow. This is other side of the track.
Okay.
So the track
Wow.
was this huge.
Yeah.
It was a huge track apparently. But start to picture as we take this and turn this from looking like weeds and all that into grass like you see on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then we maybe put a gazebo or a pavilion back here. We got a place for picnics. There's all kinds of things we could do back here. That there's lots of space. And this is looking from here to that next hedgerow. So we're looking at 2 to 3 acres worth of space that we can use for whatever purposes we want.
Exactly.
And I think that, because I'm guessing that we'd probably put the church building in front of the hedgerow.
Yes.
On the other side. But coming close to the hedgerow, we can bring it. My picture right now, and of course this is just my thinking, we'd have to talk to a lot of people to find out what we're allowed to do and things of that nature. But is to bring in that wider driveway like I was talking about. And then once we get past the basketball court, start into the parking lot. And have a parking lot out front and then put the building behind it. And I think that we want to build a building at least big enough to seat 200 people to start with this. And that way it gives us a little bit of room for growth. And part of my thinking is that if eventually we do grow quite a bit, we still have a lot more room for building. Now, one of my dreams has always been is to have a community center type of a thing where we could have indoor sports, volleyball, indoor soccer, things like that, that we invite the community to. We could do upward sports, if you're familiar with that, which is upward sports is for just a way to supply some coaching and all for the kids, but it introduces the family to the church and a way for us to get to know more of the community. We could, back here, we could make a field. There's all kinds of things that can be done where we could be a resource for the community and not just a group that's inwardly focused, but that we're doing things that'll be a benefit to others.
Yes.
So I'm not looking at those as being, money makers as much as they're outreach opportunities and things of that.
Bringing people together.
But with some of the things like indoor soccer, it could pay for itself because people do pay a lot to play indoor soccer.